Poky Feeders stands out today as sourcing the most and best Angus cattle to help meet the growing demand for premium beef. But in its first years during the 1980s, CEO Joe Morgan didn't see a clear path to industry leadership.
Well, I think when I first started, of course, it was more survival. I needed a job, I needed to make money, I had a family to support.
That became easier when value-based grid marketing incentivized quality among cattlemen.
Everybody thought they had the best steer in the West until they fed them and they really found out what they had. And so as one guy would get a reward of, say, $40 or $50 or $30 in the early days or whatever, and his neighbor's cattle didn't bring the reward, it didn't take very long till people understood they had to improve their genetics if they were going to continue.
As the dawning realization that quality pays spread across the beef community, Poky Feeders grew by cultivating ties to people who were acting to improve their herds.
We're just like a hotel. We have so many pens, so many rooms to utilize. And so as we, started buying cattle for us, we wanted to have the cattle in there that were going to maximize the return to us. And so we wanted to have the higher quality cattle that were able to be gridded and bring back a premium to us. And we were going to generate more total dollars out of the use of that pen. Morgan
attributes much of that success to long-term relationships with good people.
Those people are also involved in the industry, and so they're going to be around for a long time too. And that's what keeps longevity of these companies, is when you have, like I said, when we go into second and third generations, those relationships have been built with high quality people.
The veteran cattle feeder's son, Grant, representing the next generation at Poky Feeders, plans to keep building those relationships.
I think to start with, people want to do business with people, and so it's always been my father's philosophy. We probably differentiate ourselves from other feed yards is that we do everything we can to make the customers profitable as possible.
One way of doing that is finding a continuous supply of cattle that hit the premium targets.
We buy resale cattle. We don't own any of those cattle, especially the ones that are going to make money from day one. We sell those to customers right away. We don't take any of those cattle for ourselves. And that's always been his philosophy, is just to build a customer base that way by taking care of them and kind of putting ourselves as second.
It all serves to put the beef consumer first, and the Morgans know what's important to families.
I have grandchildren too. I want them to be healthy, and I don't want them to feed them anything or anybody else's grandchildren something that's not, a good product.
Poky Feeders received the 2016 Feedlot Commitment to Excellence Award at the CAB Annual Conference in September. I'm Bob Cervera.